How are you guys? How's everybody? It is March 24th. Um, and I go live once a month or once a week, and I try to kind of share the resources in our area, opportunities to donate and to volunteer in our area. My name's Shelby. I'm in Carter County, and I'm just kind of like saving Facebook posts throughout the week, mostly from like our area or neighboring counties in our area to try to kind of keep us all on the same page. It seems to be helping sometimes. I don't know how long I'll keep doing it. I mean, I'm just trying to do it until I don't see a need. And every week I'm like, oh, I don't think there was as many Facebook posts saved. And then I end up with a paper like this. And I'm like, I guess I will just go until I don't have papers that look like this. So that being said, if you are somebody trying to get information out in our area, please feel free to reach out to me and I can share about it here. Just trying to kind of keep us all on the same page and make sure everybody has access to like the resources. I know I've seen just that like sometimes there will be like really great events or really great opportunities that kind of just get lost in the noise. So I'm just trying to help a little bit that way. So first and foremost, like updates in our area, if you're not from our area, there are some wildfires, especially in Polk County in North Carolina, that are kind of scary that are happening. We've been worried about wildfires. I think that's something I've mentioned a couple times on these updates, and yeah. So there's prayers definitely needed for that area, Polk County in North Carolina, as they are trying to navigate that because that's not fun. So that's a big update here. A happy update is Highway 81 is fixed in Erwin area, so that's really exciting. It runs right by the river, so it's kind of cool to see the before and after of that. So that's happy. Another update or thing I want to make sure I mention is that Miss Keli Cloyd, if you don't know her, she lost her husband that day, Steve, and she has been really, really awesome about advocating for people to keep searching for those loved ones. And she is hosting a 6-month vigil. It's going to be at this address on March the 27th at 2:48. That was the last time that she heard from Steve, from her husband. And so she's hosting a 6-month vigil here at this address. I asked her, I haven't heard back yet, I don't think, about if she was really hoping for like a pastor and maybe somebody to sing or play music. I'm not sure if she has lined that up yet or not, but if you are somebody who is musically inclined or a pastor and wants to be a part of it, please reach out to me and I can connect you with her. She's wanting us to all meet there and wear Viking colors for Steve and just kind of remember that day. So I'm hoping I can be there. I'm trying to figure out if I can with my children, if that will be too much of a distraction or so I'm trying to figure out how I can be there because I really, really want to be there. But I also want all of you to know about it in case you would also like to be there. So those are the updates for our area. I also want to mention that I'm putting together a database of like small businesses in our area who have done amazing things. Let me see if I can drop it in the comments because I would really like to put together like some sort of like, if you're coming into our area and wanting to visit, here's like some great places to support and help. I think that would be really cool for us to kind of put together so that businesses that are ready for visitors and are open for that are like, it's easy for people outside of our area to kind of support our local economy. So it looks like I'll have to manually add that link to Facebook, but if you're watching on YouTube, There's a link in the chat, and that is just a form to fill out if you're a small business owner who is in the Helene affected areas. And I'm going to put together like a small business database in hopes that people from outside of our area that are coming to visit this summer have an idea of places that they can support. And I'd really love that to be like, people who have been a huge help throughout the flood relief, because I've seen so many small businesses that are struggling right now. So one of those that I don't think they're struggling, but I'm just saying one of those that I've seen that I think would be a great place to put some resources this summer if you're trying to vacation here, or even if like in our area, if you're trying to vacation close, staycation. NC Outdoor Adventures, as they have a teepee, I believe it is, and like a small cabin. I think it's called Hidden Holler in Bakersville, North Carolina, would be a great place to kind of put some love this season. So, okay, now I'm going to go into the resources in our area. So I usually share resources, opportunities to donate, and then opportunities to volunteer. So resources in our area right now, prom dresses. So this one is specifically in Spruce Pine, but I also believe that Misty on Stony Creek is also doing something along these lines. I should really look into that. But I love the idea. Prom dresses for people who are in need right now. She is doing, I can't remember what her name was, but she is a part of the Central Baptist Church in Spruce Pine. And on March 29th, she is like opening the doors for girls to come kind of shop prom dresses in the area. That is her phone number if you want to reach out if you are in need of a prom dress or know somebody who is in need of that. Oh, the other thing I wanted to mention is GoFundMes. So I actually recently talked to one of she works on the team at GoFundMe, and they're actually coming to, like, the GoFundMe team is like coming into the area to interview some people for like a campaign, like marketing kind of thing. But one of the things that I was talking with her, and she mentioned that they ran into the same problem in Los Angeles, where folks felt like they couldn't set up GoFundMes because FEMA wouldn't pay if you had a GoFundMe set up. And she sent me a really good resource, and I can link to it that they created, but basically saying like what words to use and not use in your GoFundMe so that you don't run into any troubles with FEMA. I don't know how true that rumor is. To be clear, I do not know if FEMA cares if you have a GoFundMe, but the GoFundMe team created a kind of like a document that says like don't use the words rebuilding or like some guidelines like that, so that when you're setting up the GoFundMe, there's no issue with FEMA funding, which obviously we might be a little bit too far past that at this point, because I know some people have appealed and appealed and appealed with FEMA and not heard back. Or some people have heard back and they're on the road to kind of settling, maybe. Anyway, so I wanted to address that. There are several meetings happening in the area for long-term recovery. So specifically Carter County, here's one on April 6th from 1 to 4 at Hampton Elementary. That is going to be a flood recovery expo, which means that there's like a lot of organizations who want to help who are going to be there. So there's going to be a lot of resources kind of in one space so you can understand what the heck's going on. And I believe they're all trusted resources. Ashley sent it to me, and it seems like it's set up really well, and like it would be a really good place if you are somebody who's just been frustrated with all the different organizations and all of that. I think this would be a really great place to show up and get trusted help. So there's that one. Washington County also has a meeting going on. This one is about the Home Disaster Recovery Grant. That's what this specific meeting is about on April 1st at 4 p.m. at David Crockett High School. If you're in Washington County, that is the area to look at, let's see, and then the other Unicoi County tomorrow. Tomorrow they have a meeting from 6:30 to 7:30 at 615 South Main Avenue in Erwin. This meeting would be really, really good if you are somebody who's needing help, but also somebody who wants to help in Unicoi County. They, I believe, are meeting to kind of brainstorm together as a community, and there's going to be opportunities to volunteer and serve, as well as opportunities and resources if you are in need. So that's the 3 different counties and the times of those meetings. I'll put them in the post afterwards. Another resource is there was a Google form going around. Unfortunately, this is more for North Carolina. It looks like there's several counties: Henderson, Rutherford, McDowell, Yancey, Madison County. There are several counties in North Carolina, and it's a Google form to fill out if you are still in need of a camper or a car. I'm not sure what organization is behind it. Let's see if I can see anything. It's for the verified families with adoptive family Hurricane Helene alert. That is a Facebook group. And that, so if you're a verified family in that group in these certain counties to fill out, it is a organization had reached out to them saying that they could help with that. So I'll link that as well. Let's see. Another one was Mike Cummings. He runs the TikTok page called Sprayway Cleaners, and he was offering power washing in disaster areas. I know he spent a lot of time in Swannanoa and then up in Kentucky recently. And so that's another resource. Woo! Okay. So that's the resource section. Moving on to like opportunities to donate in our area. Melissa Webb, I believe she owns a motel up in like the Grundy, Virginia area where they have had flooding. She posted that there's an elderly lady who has been staying in her motel who up until this point has been kind of taken care of as far as funding for staying, but right now is needing funds to continue to stay. So this is her phone number if you want to call and donate to this woman, who's an elderly lady who got displaced from the flooding up north. So that is Melissa Webb. And then another opportunity to donate, Melinda, this weekend we are hopefully building a fence. And in need of some things like a level, gloves, a hole packer, shovels, drills, T-post driver, which I think I have, so I think we'll be okay with that. Small trailer or side-by-side to haul supplies. I'll list that out as well, and I'm going to mention that again on that volunteering opportunity. Well, actually, I'll just mention now. She has had to move areas, and her goats are on the property by the river, and she really, really wants and deserves them to be with her at her new house. And so finally, I think we're going to be able to build a fence for her this coming Friday, 3/28, Friday at 10 a.m. in Roan Mountain. If you are interested in helping with building that fence, please reach out to me and I will get you the address. Again, those supplies I just mentioned are for her, helping her build that fence so that she can get her goats from the property by the river to her. There's a fly right here. Okay. Another fun opportunity for donating is the United Cajun Navy is doing an Easter celebration on April the 13th, and they have an Amazon wish list. Oh man, here it is. Okay. I had it pulled up because I was going to try to drop it in the comments. Again, Facebook, I will give it to you when I'm done streaming, but YouTube, coming at you. An Amazon wish list for you to help with their Easter celebration. It looks like just like fun decorations and eggs and things like that. Yeah, so that is going on and it could be a great place for donations. As well as that one I mentioned earlier for the prom dresses. If you have any like fancy jewelry or shoes, fancy shoes, clutches, that kind of thing, this is a great opportunity to donate some of that to girls in our area who are going to prom. So that is, oh, nope, I have one more. Donna Weissong. She has been helping a lot of people get back in their homes. One of the current needs that she has is a full-size bed, air fryer, 2 chests of drawers, like a shelf for above a toilet, like an over toilet organizer, knife sets, and a bar/kitchen table with a leaf. Those are some donations needed for moving back into a family moving into a apartment. And that would be your point of contact for that. Okay, those are the donations, and then volunteer opportunities in our area. The building of the fence this weekend at, did I make me a little thing? I think I did. Yep, fence building at 10 a.m. this Friday in Roan Mountain. It's probably going to take a few days to build. I don't imagine it's going to be like, we're just going to build it all on Friday. But that would be super awesome to have volunteers at this weekend. Another opportunity is 72 The Mission in Jonesborough. Amazing people. They have a warehouse, and I believe they like partner with, or maybe I'm not sure how it works, but Furnishing Foundations Furniture Bank in Jonesborough. They have a warehouse with furniture. Donna, maybe you should link up with them. But their warehouse is chaotic right now, and they're asking for anybody that can to come help them organize it. They did a really funny graphic with like a little person in there trying to organize like a little stick figure. It was cute, but they need help organizing their warehouse. They say it's taking them like 30 minutes to find things, and it's just not. And anybody who's volunteered in the area knows that like that's probably been the story and the struggle through this whole thing is like so blessed with the supplies, overwhelmed with the supplies, and unable to organize them properly. Like it just has kind of been like this ongoing difficulty of keeping places that are housing supplies organized. So again, if you just love organizing, 72 The Mission is where you should reach out. I mean, it's kind of like, what's the word, cathartic? Like when you're just, you have a little task and you get to just be by yourself and move things. And anyways, 72 The Mission, that's the place. The last thing I want to mention is the TLC Center, of course. Please, 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 if you can donate to them, please do. They're hoping to get into that building. I believe I saw that they are going to be able to stay in their current place until the end of April. But they are working very, very hard to get the new place ready and move some things over. And they still need funds. They still are under that halfway mark that we were really, really hoping for. And a ways under that $400,000 mark that they really need in order to bless our community to their full capacity, which trust me, they will. I trust them, and I trust Miss Angie and everybody who's down there. And just that is a space in Carter County that will bless people for years and years to come. So that's the QR code for it. There's also one at the end that leads to their website. I'll even put it up right here, thetlccenter.org/donate. And there's even an option if you want to do like a $5 donation every month or something. They have that option as well. So anyway, thank you for being here. Thank you for listening. I try to keep these short, but every time it's about 20 minutes. So I appreciate all of you, and we will just keep going. We are going to keep going. So one fun thing, April 5th, I believe it is, so April 5th, there is a benefit concert type of situation. I'll put more information in the notes because I didn't write it down, but Oliver Anthony will be in Spruce Pine doing a concert festival type of thing. Anyways, I don't know. It looks interesting. I'm hoping I can make it. But it looks like a really cool, fun place for the community to gather. So that's the other happy thing I will mention. So thank you so much for being here, and I will see you next week.